Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope that you have all been well. Our previous lesson was on melody creation, and that is where we are going to pick up from. So, what is that thing in songs or melodies that attract you to them? Or how is it that you find some songs very easy to remember and some not? Like you could have had a melody 2 months ago and still remember it. But then there are those ones that you probably had earlier today or yesterday and you can't remember. So what makes a melody memorable? So of course, there are many reasons to why melodies are memorable. But for now, we're going to deal with 3 main reasons which make a melody, 1, pleasant and memorable. It is why lullabies that you sang in your childhood are still very fresh in your memory. Or hymns that you've sung in church or you had somewhere. That you could see just to the lyrics or just to the words of a hymn, and automatically the melody comes. So what makes such songs or such music so easy to remember? For advanced musicians, yes, it is possible to complicate the music or complicate the melodies and still have them sounding very good. But for now, at the basic level, we try to keep the melodies simple, basic, and memorable. So number 1, keep it simple. Make the melody very simple. By this, what do I mean? A good melody is one that any child can sing or hum. A good melody can be sung by a man or a woman, a girl or a boy. That's a good melody. It is not too difficult. So the high notes or the high pitches of the melody are not too high, and the low pitches of the melody are not too low. Have it within a certain range, a comfortable range for literally anyone. So musically, how do you do this? Let's take an example of popular Christian song, Wakuabudiwa. Now, this is a very popular and common song. Now, if we were to write that on the staff, in the key of C, this is how it would look like. Now you will notice that if we were to draw a line below the notes or the pitches represented on the staff, you will realize that it's almost curvy. We do not have sharp edges, as we said during the previous lesson. The line moves from one note to the other in a very gentle, either ascending slope or descending, or at some point staying on the same note. So it's very gentle. If there are lips, you will notice that the lips are not too sharp or are not too high, but are within either 1 step or 2 steps, at most 3 steps above a pitch. So that gives the music that very gentle curve that makes it easy to remember, because the notes or the pitches easily move from one pitch to the other. It's basically like if you're taking a flight of stairs. It's the difference between taking the stairs one after the other. That does not become tiring. But the minute you decide to jump from the first stair to the 7th or the 6th stair up, then you use a lot of energy. So think of music or melody creation as that. Try taking step by step. You will not use so much energy. You don't even realize that you're moving higher or lower. The other characteristic is that there is constant use of repetition. Now this repetition can be in certain pitches. Say the do or the si may be repeated over and over in a melody. Or it can also be the repetition of certain patterns, like C, D, E, then you find C, D, E again, then you find C, D, E again somewhere. So that use of repetition wholesomely makes the melody memorable. Remember, in our previous lessons, we also talked about intervals and an octave. So a good melody is restrained within one octave. For those ones who may not remember, we said that an octave is the interval of an eighth in music. Like from C to D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So from one C to the other C, represented on the staff or on the piano or on any other instrument, makes an octave. So for a good melody, restrain the pitches within an octave. Ensure that you're not moving from one C to two Cs above it, because then that complicates the melody. And what we are looking for here is a memorable and simple melody that everyone can comfortably sing or hum or remember. And just to remind ourselves, this is how it would look like on the staff. The basics of melody creations are basically just restrict to an octave, repeat and repeat, and keep it simple. This will ensure that you have a nice, pleasant, and memorable melody in whatever instrument you decide to create for, or for whatever instrument you decide to create for. Now, if the rules of melody creation are basically the same, then what makes music sound different? One, it could be in the medium that you decide to compose for, which could be for voice. It could be pure instrumental. It could be orchestral. It's for different instruments. Or it could be a mix of both voice and instrument. And also, it is how you decide to accompany the melody. Accompaniment. Melody accompaniment. That is what we are going to deal with during the next lesson. So stay tuned for lesson 8. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, please comment. Let me know what your thoughts are on the lessons and areas that you would like tackled. Please do comment. Also share with your friends who would be interested, and stay safe. God bless you. Thank you.